to Yoga for Healthy Hips. My name is Alex and I'm with KindPact. Today's class will be all about the hips. So the hips can kind of be known as the junk drawers of our body, where we can unknowingly or unconsciously store lots of emotion, tension, stiffness, maybe some trauma, maybe some limiting beliefs. So today's class will be releasing all of that by working on poses that increase our range of motion, our flexibility, and a little bit of strength work through the hips today. So for class, you will need 2 blocks if you have them. Also grab a strap or a dog leash or a towel. And then also a small blanket or maybe a knee pad, as we'll be doing a pose that will require a knee pad if your knees are feeling a little bit tender today. So pop into something comfortable and then let's meet in Shavasana. So take your time in getting there, getting down into Shavasana. And once you're on your back, send one foot down to the bottom of your mat and then the other. Allow your toes to fall out to the sides. Allow your hands to rest at your sides. And we'll just take a minute to welcome ourselves to the mat and breathe. Take a big inhale through the nose. And then exhale, sigh through the mouth. And release. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale deeply. Exhale a big sigh. Get heavy. And then if your eyes were closed, open your eyes. Move through your hands and your feet. And then go ahead and invite your right knee in towards your chest. Hug the left knee or the right knee in. And work through the right ankle. And then bring your arms out to a T, palms face down. We're just going to start to work through some range of motion, start to lubricate our hips. So drop the right knee out to the side. You can flex or point through the right toes, and then extend the right foot down to the bottom of the mat, and then hug the left knee in on the inhale. Exhale, release. Kick the right foot down, and then inhale up. Good, 3 more times. Exhale, release down. Kick the right foot out. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. Good. One last time. Exhale. And inhale. Beautiful. This time, we're going to drop the right knee over to the left. The right hip can pop off the mat a little here. Also kind of a little spinal twist. And then kick the right foot down, return to your back. And the knee comes up on the inhale. Exhale. Drop the right knee to the left, down. Inhale up. 3 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Good. Inhale. Right knee comes back towards the chest. Bend through the left knee, left foot on the mat. And then we're going to do half happy baby. So start to guide the right knee towards the right armpit. Lift the right foot. You can interlace your fingers behind your right thigh as you guide the right knee towards the right armpit. Maybe the fingers interlace around the right calf. Or maybe the right foot reaches towards the outside of the right foot. Another option, grab for the strap and then place the strap around the ball mount of the right foot and then slowly guide the right knee down towards the mat. Breathe here. So today's class is about breathing. Okay, we're not going to force. We're really just going to enjoy the process of this cleaning out of our hips. So I know you might be feeling a lot of tension through the hip right now. Just breathe through this hip opening posture. Maybe you're feeling like you could start to straighten out through the left leg a bit if you're feeling open. Maybe just a little bit or all the way. Couple more breaths here. I ask that you visualize that breath reaching the hip. Then as you exhale, release, let go of what is no longer serving you in that right hip. So we're cleaning out the junk drawer of the right hip. One more breath, inhale. Big exhale. The left leg is straight, bend through the left leg. Release the strap or release your hands. And then start to straighten through the right leg. You can interlace through the fingers and then start to guide the right leg back towards the face. Maybe the left leg is completely straight here. Maybe there's a big bend, just depending on how you're feeling. Maybe point through the toes or a gentle ankle roll. See what it feels like to flex and point. And then here, maybe you walk the left foot straight if you're feeling more open, or by all means, you can keep the left leg straight, it's your choice. Breath in. And then bring the arms out to a T, palms face down, and on the exhale, slowly lower the right foot all the way down to the mat. Make sure you can't slide the right hand underneath the low back, so send the low back down into the mat. Nice. And then straighten through the left leg. And then a gentle bounce through the knees. Maybe with the right hand, you like to massage through those deep connected tissues, that set of muscles surrounding the hip flexor, the hip, into the low back. Nice. And then you can still through the knees and then invite the lefty in towards the chest for one releasing pose. Maybe a gentle roll through the left ankle this time. Make sure we have that gentle flex through the right foot. And then relax the shoulders on the mat, relax the head. And then join the arms to a T, palms face down. And then we'll do the same range of motion exercises through the left hip. So drop the left knee over to the left. Once you've found that edge, then kick the left foot down. And then inhale back up. Exhale, drop the left knee, kick the left foot out. And inhale up. So make sure you're pointing or flexing through the left toes, drop the left knee, and out. Inhale 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Good job. This time internal rotation, so drop the left hip, or drop the left knee over to the right. Left hip can pop off the mat a bit. And then send the left foot down to meet the right, spin onto your back, and then pop the left knee up. Inhale, exhale. 3 more, just like that. Good job. Inhale up, exhale the left knee to the right, down, and up. Exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Inhale your left knee up towards your chest. Bend through the right leg. Bottom of the right foot comes towards the mat. And then half happy baby on this side. So based on what you did on the other side, that might be a good indication of what you'd like to do with this side. So find what works. Lift the left foot. Guide the left knee towards the left armpit. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. Around the left calf or ankle. Maybe the left hand to the left outside of the foot. Or the strap around the ball mount of the left foot, wherever you are. Very gently guide the left knee down towards the mat. And then we're here for a couple of breaths. Just breathing, enjoying, and searching through the left hip. Maybe the right leg straightens out or just stays bent, depending on how you're feeling. One isn't better than the other. Every body is different. And visualize that breath reaching the left hip here. Allow yourself to soften. Another inhale. And exhale. And then you can release the strap if you have it. You can bend through the right knee once more and then kick the left foot up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh. And then gently guide the left leg back towards your face. Maybe a point and a flex through the toes here, a little bit of movement. That feels good. Ankle roll. Just a nice hamstring stretch here. Inhale, bring your arms to a T, send the low back into the mat. Push through the right foot, and then exhale, lower the left leg down to the mat very slowly. Little core action here. Nice. Once the left leg reaches the mat, send the right leg out. Gently move through the knees and the legs here. Then maybe on this side, you'd like to do a little self-massage through the left hip flexor. This deep set of muscle and connective tissue through the hip, the low back, maybe even into the glutes a little bit. Nice. And then release the legs. Find some stillness. And when you're ready, bend one knee, bend the other. And then we're gonna heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat. Have the heels in a bit, toes out a bit. And then we're just gonna windshield wiper. So drop the knees to one side. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side. Nice, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe stopping for a second or two now, just to enjoy that stretch as the knees are falling to one side, and then switch. And inhale as the knees come up, exhale as they fall down. One more time each side, inhale up, exhale down. And inhale, we come up, and exhale, we go down. Nice, knees up to the sky. Heel toe your feet in about hip distance, so ankles are under the knees. Bring your hands down to your sides. Good, and we're just gonna do some slow bridge lifts here. So really plant very firmly down through all corners of your feet, toes track forward. And as you're ready, inhale, lift the hips. Maybe it's just an inch or two or multiple inches. Lift, lift, lift. Bring your chest towards your chin, gazes up towards the sky. And then exhale slowly, bone by bone, roll all the way down the spine until the tailbone touches, release down. Good. And then inhale, pop up, push through the heels, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes just a bit, and then exhale, lower down. Very slowly, like we're moving through molasses. One more time, inhale, lift the hips, push through the feet. Maybe you can lift up a little bit further this time. Make sure the knees haven't fallen out to the side, knees come in. And then exhale, slowly lower on down. Nice. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. You can grab her behind the thighs or over the knees. Rock side to side. Take a moment here to return back to the breath. And then we're gonna rock and roll all the way up to a seat. And if the rocking and rolling doesn't feel good for the spine or in any other area of your body, then just go ahead and push yourself up to a seat. And then we'll meet in an easy sitting pose. Maybe you like to prop yourself up with a little blanket. And then we're going to, once you're there, no rush, but then we're gonna lift the right leg off of the mat and we're gonna cradle the baby. So hold on to the right foot in the right calf, knee area. And we're just gonna very gently rock the right leg from side to side. And working on our range of motion here through the hip. Go side to side here. Maybe down and up a little bit, see how that feels. Also a little bit of an arm workout at the same time. Nice. And then straighten out the left leg. Flex through the left toes, place the right leg over the left. Nice, inhale the arms to the sky. And then exhale, twist to the right. Bring the left arm around the right knee. Inhale. And then exhale, twist. So not forcing anything here, just a gentle twist. If it feels better for the neck, you can leave your gaze forward, or maybe it goes over to the right, or maybe it goes behind you just a tad. Make sure you're up onto your fingertips behind you. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then return forward. Then we're going to do a seated figure 4. So bring your hands behind you for support. Fingers can face out. And then start to bend through the left foot, or the left knee, excuse me. Left foot comes to the mat. So the closer you walk your left foot in towards your heel, or in towards your glutes, excuse me, the deeper the stretch. So I'll turn to the side so you can see. So this is a little bit less of the stretch. And then the more I walk my foot in, the deeper it is of a stretch through the right hip. So notice here I'm not rounding through the back. So I'm bringing the shoulders back, sending the chest through the shoulders and finding a straight spine. Breathe here again. We're sending the breath all the way to the hip. Metaphorically cleaning out that junk drawer, releasing any of those emotions, tightness, stiffness that we no longer want to carry with us. One more inhale. And then exhale, slowly walk the right or the left foot down to the mat, and then the left, gentle popping through the knees. And then return to a seat. And then same thing on the left side. So lift the left foot and the left knee, and then start to rock from right to left here. Gentle, not pulling or yanking or forcing. And very easy movements here through the left hip. And then maybe drop the knee down and up. Maybe you'd like to try some circles. Good. Beautiful. And then hold on to the left leg. Straighten out through the right leg. Flex through the right toes, and then place the left leg over the right. Sit up tall. Imagine you have that string pulling you up towards the sky. Inhale your arms to the sky. And then exhale, twist to the left this time. So your left hand comes behind you. The right arm is wrapped around the left leg. Inhale, find length. And then exhale, just a gentle twist. So again, maybe your gaze is forward, over to the side, or behind you just a bit. But we're not yanking too much, just gently twisting. Breathe. Inhale. And then exhale, return forward. And then we'll do our seated figure 4 on this side. So bring your hands behind you, fingers face out, and then pop onto the right bottom of the foot, and then start to bend through the right knee. And then gently guide the right foot back towards the glutes until you start to feel the firing up of the left hip. Gently flex through the left foot to protect your knee. Turn to the side so you can see me here again. So depending on how open you are, this is a little bit, for those who are feeling a little bit tighter, you can have the right leg straight or straighter, or if you're wanting a little bit more, you can start to bend deeper through the right knee. Breathe. And again, we're not rounding here. We're sending the belly towards the legs, the chest forward, shoulders back. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath in. And out. Slowly start to straighten through the right leg. And then the left. And then gently, again, move through the knees, the legs. Nice. And then we'll find butterfly pose or cobbler's pose. So bring the bottoms of the feet together. Knees fall out to the sides. And then you can hold onto your feet here. Again, think of bringing the chest forward, the shoulders back, sit up straight. We'll still appreciate that natural curvature of the spine though. there's always going to be that little curve. Take an inhale. And then exhale, gently start to lean forward. So it's like you're bringing your belly down towards your feet first. Once you've found that edge, then you can start to round through the back, tuck your chin towards your chest. And then maybe your hands come to the mat. Or maybe you're up here today, and that's fine. Or maybe you'd like to grab for the blocks. And then you can bring your forearms down to the blocks at whatever setting is working out for you today. And just take a moment here to breathe through the hips. Maybe if you're feeling a bit more open, you just start to walk the hands out in front of you like downward dog arms, and then drop your head in between your arms. Noticing what emotions, what thoughts are arising here as we sit in butterfly pose, in this stretch through the hips. I think a lot of the times we keep those junk drawers closed because we're scared of what we might find in them, which is what could happen in the hips. We're kind of scared to work through them for what we might find. But really, I found I work through things best by hitting them head on and just giving myself grace with whatever pops up. So take another breath in, breathe it out, release, and then walk your hands back up wherever you are. And then we're just going to very gently start to bring the knees up towards the shoulders and then release down. We're gonna do that for 4 more times. Inhale, bring the knees up, and exhale down. So again, working in range of motion here. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. This will look different for everybody. Inhale up. And exhale. Release. Beautiful. So if the blocks are in the way, set your blocks off to the side. And then bring your feet out in front. Bring the feet wide, wider than hip distance. Toes can face out, hands are behind you. And then gentle windshield wipers here. Inhaling as the knees come up and exhaling as the knees fall. And we're gonna do some windshield wiper hip lifts. So bring your knees up. The knees are very generously bent here, but take an inhale. And then exhale, drop your knees over to the right. And then your right hand is behind you here. On the inhale, we're gonna push through the knees, lift the hips, send the left arm up and back. Feel that nice side body stretch. Send the hips up. And then exhale, release the hips down. Left hand comes to the mat. Inhale the knees up. And then exhale over to the left. And then inhale, push through the left hand, lift the hips. Right arm reaches up and back. Feel that nice stretch, push through the hips. And then exhale, we come down. We're gonna oscillate between right and left here. So inhale up, exhale to the right. Inhale, exhale. Good, inhale, knees up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale down. Good, 1 more time, each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice, inhale. Knees up. And then we're gonna meet in tabletop position. So you can cross the feet, rock onto hands and knees. Move the blocks out of my way. So take your time in coming to tabletop. Make sure you stack the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees. And we're actually going to find child's pose legs. So start to walk your knees a little bit wider than your hips. And your big toes can kiss them back. And then we're just going to send the hips back towards the heels. And then send the hips over to the right, up. And then rock forward so the shoulders can come over the wrists a bit. Rock all the way over to the left and then back down. So these, I call them like child's pose, tabletop around the worlds. So you're just really making a huge circle, like you're sending your hips around the world. Rocking forward and back. One more time in this direction. You can even see what it feels like to tuck through the toes here, if you would like. And then let's rock the other way. So send the hips to the right, back, over to the left and forward. Nice, couple more here. If you untuck the toes or tuck the toes, just see what it feels like. Find what feels good. One more rock. And then come back up. This time we are going to stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And then we're going to kick the right heel up towards the sky and flex through the right foot. So really kick the right heel up and then bring the right knee back down. We're gonna leave the right knee lifted and then kick the right knee out to the side for a fire hydrant. So we're just gonna move through that. So inhale, lift, kick the heel. Exhale down. Inhale, fire hydrant, lift the right knee out to the right. Good, one more time each side. Inhale, kick. Exhale down. And then inhale out to the side. And exhale down. Nice, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So kick the left foot up towards, or the left heel up towards the sky. Flex through the right foot. And throughout this, we're not looking back at the right knee. We're gonna look out at our hands or towards the top of our mat. So exhale, bring the right knee down. Inhale, fire hydrant, lift the left knee. Really work through that hip. Exhale down. The left knee is lifted the whole time. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. And exhale. Good, one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, fire hydrant. And exhale down. Beautiful. Release the left knee to the mat now. And then we will grab our blocks and place them at the top corners of our mat. Take your time. And then we're going to bend and bring the right foot up towards the right hand. And then start to inch the right foot forward. We're gonna come into a low lunge. So bring your blocks to frame your right foot. And then you might wanna slide the left knee back a little bit. Walk the right foot forward, and then just allow the hips to fall down towards the mat. You'll feel this very deep opening through the left hip flexors, so through the front part of the left hip. Maybe the blocks are on a high setting too, if you'd like. And if you don't have any blocks, you're just here on your fingertips. You can also find some books or anything really to prop your hands up to bring the floor closer to you. So here, we're just going to breathe through our low lunge. And you want to make sure that your knee is over your ankle or a little bit behind it. We don't want our knee going in front of the toes. We want to protect our joints. And notice I'm not rounding here. So I'm using the blocks to help lift me up. Shoulders are coming back, chest is reaching forward. And we're breathing. Maybe you want to see what it feels like to tuck through the left toes and lift the left knee off of the mat just for a little and rock forward and back. This is just an option. You could leave your knee down on the mat the whole time. Return the left knee to the mat if you had it up. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then we're going to bring the right foot underneath your underneath your nose. So right foot underneath the nose. You can move the blocks back just a bit and then start to you want to bring the blocks forward a bit and then start to drop the right knee out to the side here. So this is a very deep hip opener. This is what I like to call active pigeon. So if you're feeling okay like this, I ask you to see if you can lift the left knee and then start to lift the hips. The more you lift the hips here, the more you'll feel that deep stretch into the right hip. But if it's too much to have the left knee lifted, then by all means, leave it down. You'll still get the great stretch through the right hip. So keep breathing. This is very deep. I know it's a lot. It's a deep, dense set of muscles, connective tissue through the hip. So it's a lot to work through. Maybe you see if you lift that knee again and then start lifting the hips even more, how that changes the stretch. So we're kind of like in an in-between of a plank and a downward facing dog here. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, release the left knee down. And then slowly work the right foot back in your tabletop position. You kind of shake through the right leg here. Maybe extend it back, let it loose. Good, and then return to tabletop. Nice, and then we're just gonna walk the left foot up through the hands, and we'll do our low lunge on this side as well. So start to walk the left foot forward. Maybe hands come to the blocks, maybe not. And then you could also start to inch the left or the right leg back. And then allow the hips to sink down towards the mat, making sure that the left knee isn't protruding forward over the left toes like this. Okay, so send it back if that's happening. And then we want to have left knee over left ankle or a little bit behind it. So here maybe the blocks for you are low setting, medium, or high, depending on how you're feeling. And just try to sit with this stretch here. Breathe. Maybe a gentle rocking back and forth if that feels good, to invite in a little bit of movement. And try to avoid rounding through the back. So belly button comes towards the leg, chest forward, shoulders back. Again, imagining that string pulling us up. You can squeeze the inner thighs together to help that energetic movement up through the spine. Breath in and breath out. Good. And then move your left foot underneath your nose. And then we're just going to drop the left knee out to the side. So you're coming onto the outer edge of your left foot. I'll move the block so you can see me here. And then just allow the knee to fall to the side. Big active pigeon here, as I like to call it. Maybe you see if you can tuck through the right toes, lift the right knee off of the mat for a very active pigeon. And maybe see if you can lift the hips just a little more. You'll feel that deep opening through the left hip. If it gets to be too much to have the right knee off of the mat, go ahead and pop down onto your right knee. Stay for 2 more breaths. Lift the hips a little more. And then exhale, slowly lower the right knee if it's not already there. And then guide the left knee or the left foot back towards the right. Coming into the tabletop position, hands off the blocks. And then lift the left knee, shake the foot, shake the leg, can extend it back behind you. Nice. And then you can set the blocks off to the side. We will no longer need them. And then just make your way to a seat. And then slowly make your way onto your back. Take a breather. Knees are bent here, hands at the sides. We're gonna do 3 more slow bridge lifts. So make sure your toes are tracking forward. Maybe you can even swipe the heels with your fingertips. Knees over ankles. Inhale, lift the hips slowly. Maybe you're feeling a bit more open this time, so you can lift the hips even more. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Last time, inhale, lift. Make sure the knees aren't splitting out. Squeeze the glutes. And then exhale, lower down. Good. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. And then we're gonna take full happy baby here. So extend the feet up to the sky, knees bent. Maybe you grab her behind the thighs and invite the knees towards the armpits. Maybe the hands wrap around the ankles or the outer edges of the feet. And then leave the tailbone down on the mat as much as you can. So try to avoid having the tailbone pop up here. Consciously pull the tailbone down to connect with the mat. You could also use your strap and wrap the strap around the ball mounds of your feet. And then pull gently, guide the knees down towards the mat. So find what works for you in this pose. Maybe rocking from right to left feels good. Breath in, sigh out through the mouth. And then release the strap if you have it. Release your feet to the mat. Heel toe your feet out to the edges of your mat. Dock your knees in. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Relax, release. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then heel toe your feet in together. Allow your knees to fall out to the sides. Recline butterfly here. You can leave one hand on the heart still, one hand on the belly. Tune back in with your hips. As you breathe, send that breath to your hips. And with every exhale, visualize the cleaning out, the releasing, the letting go of that so-called junk in those drawers. And as you're ready, extend one leg to the bottom of the mat and then the other for Shavasana. You can leave your hand on your heart or your belly or bring your hands to your sides. If it feels good to close your eyes, you can shut your eyes down or just find a gentle gaze. Allow yourself, give yourself permission to let go. Have some me time, some quiet time. Become heavy through the whole body and relax here in your Shavasana. Gently bring your awareness back to your body by moving through your fingers and toes. If you would like to stay in Shavasana for longer, be my guest. Or when you're ready, extend the hands up and back, full body stretch. Reach long, invite in a new day. Side out. And then invite your knees in towards your heart. And then allow the knees to fall to the right. In this fetal position, take an inhale. And then exhale, push through your hands. Push yourself away from the ground and up into a seat. We'll join our hands at our heart And we'll take 3 deep breaths to close class. Big inhale. Exhale, sigh through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And may you live with peace. Namaste. I hope this class has kind of helped you sift through your junk drawers of your body, and I hope it has guided you in releasing this tension through the hip and that you can revisit it at any point you like. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next class. Bye.